So I saw the movie The Thing, which is a remake sort of slash prequel to the John Carpenter original. This is a horror slash maybe sci-fi thriller. It involves a group of people who dig up this new species in the Antarctic, and it turns out that this species is an alien life form that can take possession or actually copy and mimic a human being or anyone it takes over. Therefore, not only do you have to worry about an alien running around, you also have to worry about people around you who could be someone that they're not. This movie technically is supposed to sort of bring in the whole trust factor and having the ability to know who your friends and family are around you, and it gives that sort of intense moments to where, you know, is somebody who they say they are. So I did see the original and I thought the movie was amazing, so I had some really high hopes on this one, and unfortunately this movie did not deliver at all. So the scare factor in this, I didn't think was there at all. It really didn't create sort of a suspense sort of moments in the movie. Once the monster was revealed, it was kind of cheesy. I'd have to admit that with our advanced technology, you would think that CGI or any sort of special effects that they use nowadays would pay off in a movie like this, but unfortunately it wasn't. I actually would have enjoyed some really aesthetic like makeup and just sort of a little bit of old school on this movie. And so I didn't really get the whole horror thriller thing. I mean, there were a couple of jump points, of course, but that's because, you know, the sound was really loud and, you know, it just kind of startled you for a second. But there wasn't really much of a suspense factor in this one. The acting wasn't cheesy, but it also wasn't amazing. I don't really expect great acting in a horror movie, but obviously I want it to be believable, and I thought the acting was believable from its actors. The writing, there were some things that didn't really work in this movie. As the movie itself, not comparing it to the original, the flow of the movie I think was a little bit bad. Just character development and just sort of the flow of who died and who didn't, and, you know, is this person gone, is he not? They just created moments that weren't really suspenseful, and I honestly didn't really care what happened to anybody in this movie. So just the sort of dynamic between everyone wasn't there. So don't really dig the writing at all for this one. It kind of even ended confusing as well. I'm not really sure exactly where it was going, but there you have that. So do I recommend this movie? No. I recommend watching the original if you have never seen this movie at all. Of course, being filmed in the 80s, you're not going to get a real big high-tech you know, movie with, you know, great monsters and effects or whatever, but I think the intensity of the film will pay off, and you might enjoy the original a lot more. Replay value, there's absolutely no reason to see this movie again after I've seen it. It just wasn't really that good. So overall, this movie gets 1 out of 5. I was really having high hopes on this, but unfortunately did not deliver. So that is my take on The Thing.